Alright guys, we're on a job site here for a community club. Basically over here was cleared for a new home to go in, and there was a lot of large trees that you can see back there with those stumps. There's pretty good sized fir trees that got cut. But once this all got cleared, it opened up these smaller trees here to the wind, so there's no real buffer for them. Now they're not working in conjunction with each other, and one of them tipped over right here into the neighbor's shed. I did quite a bit of damage yesterday, so the tree was removed off of that, and now we need to come back in and take down some more. So we have these corner trees that are exposed more to the wind, so we're going to come in and cut all these down. That's what the community club wanted us to do. So biggest challenge is this large fir here. It's right up against the fence. All the limbs up there are hanging over that, so we're gonna have to see how big the limbs are up there, if I can swing those around by hand, or if we're gonna need to use a speed line or something like that. Hopefully I can just swing them around. But other than that, we're gonna get started. We'll see how it goes. Also, I wanted to mention, if you guys are looking at your trees and are concerned about their health, and you have one that uproots, take a look at the root system for the tree. If you have something that's like root rot in your firs, it's pretty common. It's a fungus basically that spreads through the ground. Then your roots are going to be spongy. They're not going to look nice when you cut them open, nice and white. It's going to be see here, this is a white flesh inside. Instead, what it would be is a dark colored, spongy, not very strong wood, and that kind of tells you that this tree actually had an infection, and that's why it came out of the ground. But we're not seeing that. These roots are still nice and strong, so this tree tipped over just because of the wind, and that was it. You can see there's a lot of standing water in here. So if you look under here, there's standing water underneath this tree. And you know, trees can only sit in that stuff for so long, especially things like fir trees, before you start getting root rot and things like that happening. So this isn't a very good site for drainage anyway. So taking those down is just gonna mitigate any risk of them coming down in the future. All right, we're gonna get started. I gotta go get my gear and offload the excavator, and we'll get to climbing. dry for maybe, I don't know, a couple hours, hour or so, and you're done.
Behold, there went out a sower to sow. And it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. And other fell on good ground, and did yield fruit that sprang up and increased, and brought forth some 30, and some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was alone, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable. And he said unto them, Unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God, but unto them that are without all these things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven them. And he said unto them, Know ye not this parable? And how then will ye know all parables? The sower soweth the word. And these are they by the wayside where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately, and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word immediately receive it with gladness, and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lusts of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word, and receive it, and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, Is a candle brought to be put under a bushel, or under a bed, and not to be set on a candlestick? For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear.